my screen, yo. Boop, 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 boop. Hello, Lori. How are you? I'll give it a little bit of time for a few more people to pop in before I start discussing what's been going on today. I mean, it's nothing like major, but I don't want to like repeat myself 1,200 times, you know? So glad today's over and regretting the decision to make a birthday cake for myself. That's how I'm doing today. I do like my hair like this though, like it looks kind of cute. Oh, who else is in here? Like, I've already decided that at 5 o'clock tomorrow, I will either have me a open bottle of Malibu, or I have those, like, cheer beer things I was drinking, like, a week ago or 2 weeks ago or whatever. I'm just gonna be down in those, probably be a little tipsy when I go live, but hey, I don't give a damn. Hey, Tasha, how are you? Oh yeah, it's getting towards the end of the month, huh? That's when, like, everything gets crazy. Oh, who else is in here? Now I got 3 people watching. I think there's always, like, one creeper in here who doesn't talk. They just listen and read the comments. Because there's always one person more than the people who are talking. And on Streamlab, it doesn't count. Or, yeah, Streamlab, that's what I'm on. It doesn't count me in the watch thing. Like right now, I wish this cup was halfway filled with rum, but it ain't because I'm out. Hey Kat, how are you? Y'all, at about 3 o'clock today, my day went from being like up here, you know, like not the best day ever, but a decent day. And it went, what I have for lunch? What did I have for lunch? I had spicy jalapeno bean and cheese burritos by El Monterey that I found at some random grocery store, so I bought every pack they had, which was only 2 because Walmart quit selling them around here. Nope, not to Arkansas. Anyways, you can't get it here in Arkansas in the mail. It's illegal. I know in other states you can. Yeah, I think that's gonna be like the... Hey, Janice. I think like tomorrow I'm gonna call it Thirsty Thursday. I think that's what we're gonna have. Thirsty Thursday for my birthday. So, Kat, you better tell Chaz I get you tomorrow night. He don't have a choice. It's my birthday. You're insane. Why are you insane? Hey, Leroy. So, question. And y'all be honest. Would y'all prefer me film a cleaning video and put it up on Saturday? Actually, I'm not even going to give you an option because that's probably going to be the only choice tomorrow is me filming it and putting it up. I was going to say do a live, but I have a feeling my kids are going to be no different in the morning than they were this evening. Yeah, Lori, I'd say you're insane. But now that we got a few people here, how many people, y'all aren't going to be able to see it because it's so little, but you see those two little red dots on this finger and right underneath it? Guess how I cut myself. Y'all just take a wild guess. Y'all are never going to guess how I got those two little cuts on my hand. Yo, my eyes be popping today. Oh, sorry. That's how melted my brain is, Janice. Sorry. Tell Chaz I will come to Colorado and I will whoop his ass. Hey, Bonnie! Nope, not a cheese grater. I promise you, I will be the only person you've ever heard of that has done this. Yeah, Janice, at 3 o'clock, my day went downhill fast. Okay, I'll tell you, because nobody's going to guess. I cut my hand, got those two little cuts, icing a cake, and not how you think. Y'all are going to think, oh, the cardboard under the cake, that cut you. Nope. I cut myself with a piping tip. Who in the hell cuts themselves with a piping tip? Nobody is correct except for me. How'd you cut your hand on sugar? I've been cut by water before. But who? I'm icing a cake. That's like the least dangerous thing you can do when baking a cake, and I hurt myself. What the freak? Now my eye itches, and now I'm gonna scratch it, and it's gonna be all red and puffy. And then people who aren't in here is gonna be thinking I've been like crying this whole video, but whatever. Yeah, it hurts real bad. Like, I didn't know that was a thing until it happened to me. Like, being cut by water sounds absolutely absurd. So, let's start at 3 o'clock. Oh. Weird. Let's see, at 3 o'clock. What happened at 3 o'clock? Well, I had filmed me putting like the regular icing on the cake, you know, like all over the cake. And I was making the icing to, the thing that makes it look pretty. What do y'all do to cakes to make it look pretty? To decorate it with, that's the word. I was making the icing for that, and I wanted it to be like this strawberry red color, right? Well, as a professional baker I am, I only have black and green gel food coloring. And, yes. Yes, it was for my cake. Anyways, so I have that cheap, disgusting, liquidy comes in red, blue, yellow, and green, I think. So I was using that, and it was like this awful pink color. So I thought, oh, I will take just the teeniest amount of my black gel food coloring to darken it up a little bit. Because if y'all know anything about gel food coloring, you literally need like a microscopic amount to color anything. So I was like, I'm literally just going to take like barely, literally none is what I'm going to do. You know? Like I'm barely going to stick the very end of a toothpick in there and take it out and put it in there, right? Would y'all like to see what it turned out to look like? Because I have the bowl with it still on the counter, and it's actually mush right now because it's been sitting out on the counter. Anyways, it turned into this like nasty. Hold on, Tasha, let me finish this part or I'll forget. It turned into this like nasty sewage purple color. Okay? So then I thought, okay, I'm going to try and save this. So I'm going to add more red food coloring and more powdered sugar so that way it stiffens up. Well, now it's just an ugly gray red color and it tastes like food coloring and nobody wants that. So let me go get it. See? It's this color. And you can't decorate a cake with frosting that does this. So, no, it tastes just like food coloring. Like literally, if you took the liquid food coloring that you buy for like $1 at Walmart. I didn't decorate the cake, Lori, with it. I didn't. Thank goodness. So, it literally tastes if you took a drop of that food coloring and put it on your tongue. That's what it tastes like. So, I was out of cream cheese. Lori, I added like another 6 cups of powdered sugar and it still just tastes like food coloring. And it's still freaking soup. Anyways, so I was out of cream cheese. So I was mad because then I have to wait for my husband to get home. But luckily it's only an hour, so I don't have to wait very long. Except for my husband doesn't get home till 5 o'clock. Okay? So, he gets home. So, he gets home, and I go down to Family Dollar. Thank goodness they had cream cheese in stock. I get a block of cream cheese, and I come home, and I cook dinner, and I make this new one, right? Well, it's so fucking hot in my house. Excuse the language, you guys. This is just a day. This is my mood. It's what you're getting. No. Regular sugar would make it way too grainy. It would be even worse. What was I saying? I cook dinner. I make this icing. But it's so freaking hot in my house that it's just kind of like not staying stiff. So, you know what I didn't even tell you the best part. So this bowl of frosting that I just showed you. I'm mad, and I turn around because I'm just going to put it on the other counter, and I say, screw it. I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore, like, for today. I'll get up when my husband goes to work, and I'll finish it tomorrow. I turn around, and my hands just decide to stop working and throw the bowl across the kitchen. Thank goodness the frosting did not go flying everywhere. This is after I texted you, Kat, and I tried to save it. It didn't get saved. This is the ugliest purpley, red, gray fucking color I've ever seen in my life. Okay, so then, in the midst of all of this, okay, with the cake decorating thing, I noticed that my son has not made a noise, Delson, in like 30 minutes. Yeah, but like it's a cool color for like a purse or like your sheets, but it's not a good color for a like if you're decorating a cake and want it to be like strawberry themed, that's not a good color. Anyway, so he was like MIA for like 30 minutes. And he's playing in his room, and I thought, oh, he's just being good, you know, playing in his room, whatever. And we go outside at 4 o'clock. This is before we knew my husband wasn't coming home on time, to wait for Daddy, like we do most days. And we get outside, and I did my daughter's hair green today. I didn't take a picture or anything because I was waiting for it to dry, and then by the time it was dry, all this stuff started happening, and I said I'll do it tomorrow. Okay, so we go outside. And while we're out there, I'm looking at my son, and I notice he's got green hair dye stains on his hands. So I'm thinking, great, there is hair dye all over the carpet. And I am angry. So I make him come inside. Look everywhere. No green hair dye. Anywhere. There's a little bit he got on the kitchen counter, or on the bathroom counter. But other than that, nowhere. He just kind of got the bottle out and looked at it and then put it back in the box. And then I look at my mirror in that bathroom. And my son had decided to take toothpaste and smear it all over the bathroom mirror. Y'all, between all of that, and y'all saw how my daughter was talking earlier today on my live, it got worse than that after I got off the live. Like, after the live, she didn't go further than a 10 or more than a 5-foot radius around me, and she did not stop talking all day. So I'm kind of already annoyed, but like trying not to be annoyed, you know? Then all that stuff happens with the cake, and then my son rubs toothpaste all over the mirror. And not only did he rub it all over the mirror, he somehow, I don't know how he did this, but somehow managed to get it so liquidy that it was also splattered all over the counter, or all over the cabinet doors and drawers. All over the toothpaste container. Oh, and then on top of that, my daughter's hair dyed my bathtub blue. Luckily, I got the bottom out with some Comet, but I need to get some gel, like toilet bowl bleach cleaner, to get it off the sides. So, then I go outside. Hey, Erin, how are you, girl? I haven't talked to you in a long time. I'm so behind on videos. It's been so crazy. Luckily, I don't think it had been on there long, so I just wiped all of it off with a washcloth and then Windexed it, and it all came off. So then we go back outside, and we're out there for like 40 minutes waiting on my husband. And I'm like, it's too hot. We're going to go in the house. So we come in the house. My husband finally gets home at 5 o'clock. He's in a bad mood. I'm in a bad mood. I cook dinner. Then I burn the fried potatoes. And then I'm not even hungry to eat, so I didn't eat dinner. And I was a mean mom, and I told my kids that at 7:30, I sat them down to eat at 6:45. And I said, I don't care. At 7:30, you're going to bed, whether your food is gone or not. I can't. I'm done. I can't. I couldn't do it anymore. So they went to bed at 7:30. Katie was finished. Delson wasn't going to eat any more than what he already ate anyways. He would just sit there and play with it for another hour until I told him to get down and go to bed anyway. So, everything's going pretty well, except for this afternoon was a big fiasco. But my husband's sending me TikToks on Facebook. See the new hair, Aaron? What do you think of it? You want me to put it down so you can actually see it? It's gonna be a little crazy because it's been up most of the day, but... Listen, Lori, my day's almost over. It's a little crazy because I've had it up all day, but there you go, Aaron. Now you can get a good look. Oh, Aaron, it's like, what is it there? Like 8 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, something like that? Oh, and then, to top it all off, I'm like looking at my YouTube, like on the YouTube studio, looking at my YouTube analytics, you know? Thanks, Aaron. My husband doesn't like it. I think it's because he's so used to the lighter colors now that this kind of bolder, brighter color doesn't really suit his fancy any. Whatever, we're going with this. I don't care how it looks. This is how it's gonna be, you guys. What was I talking about? Well, they're really, what was I talking about? Oh, my YouTube analytics. Thanks, Lori. I told Lori, you know how I am. I told him, good. He doesn't have to wear it, so I don't really care if he likes it or not. So, I was on YouTube Studio, and I don't, like, get on there often, but I told y'all last night how I had gotten, like, 2 or 3 new subscribers in one day, but my subscriber went from 65, my subscriber count went from 65 to 63, right? So today I'm just going to look and see what YouTube Studio says, because sometimes the YouTube Studio will have the right number, and when you look on the YouTube app at my channel, it will have the wrong number. So I went to YouTube Studio, and it says that I have 63 subscribers, okay? But it says I've gained 7 in the last 28 days. 28 days ago, I had 64 subscribers. So tell me how, if I gained 7 subscribers in 28 days, and when they do the plus and the minus, like the plus, it also counts how many you lost. So like say I have 7 now, every time I've checked it when I've lost one, it would be at 6 instead of at 7. So, please tell me, YouTube, how I gained 7 subscribers in 28 days, but my subscriber count went down instead of up. That's what I'd like to know. Yeah. You don't have to wear it. No, they can't.
Mama.
What? What do you want?
Love you.
Is that really why you got out of bed? Don't come over here. They can't see you. Alright, love you. If you had clothes on, you could have showed them your hair, but it's time for bed. Love you.
Can I go get clothes on each other?
No. Hey, Marcy! No, she didn't clean her room. That's why they're going to bed with no TV. And if you'll notice, y'all saw my daughter up because she doesn't have TV on, so she's not distracted. Hey, oh, I'm gonna do this again. Fiorella. I'm saying that wrong. I know I am. I'm sorry. How are you? What was I talking about again? Oh, you just saw my daughter got up. Because her TV's not on, so she's not distracted, even though she's got a book in there to read. Because that's the one thing I will never take away from my kids. For any form of punishment or anything, they will always be able to read. Delson's TV is off tonight. Well, it's on the home screen for a nightlight, but, like, there's nothing playing on it. And I can bet you I would almost bet you $10 he's already asleep. How are you, Marcy? Did you eat today? What'd you eat? Tell me. Tell me all about it. Ooh, you're in a meeting. You're in a meeting. Ooh, there's 10 people on here. I think this is a record, you guys. 10 viewers on a live. I think that's a record. Leroy, are you working right now? Listen, y'all, I don't believe in medicating my children to make them sleep. But I'm about to start believing in giving my kids some melatonin to make them sleep.
Mama, I'm gonna get a Christmas tree.
Whatever. Oh, you're at home tonight, not working? Hurry up. What am I drinking? Sadly, it's just Mountain Dew. I wish it was half a glass of Malibu rum and a can of Mountain Dew, but sadly, it's not. Hurry up. 5, 4. Yeah, Marcy, tomorrow night for my birthday, we're going to do a Thirsty Thursday. I don't know if I'll have rum. It depends on if I can convince my husband to go to the liquor store for me. Probably can't, but we'll see. If not, I'll just be drinking me some cheer beers, downing them. And, yeah. I'll probably already be 2 or 3 in by the time we get on live tomorrow night. Because I plan on popping the first one at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Because it's my birthday and I can do what I want. I'm sitting on kid toys. Actually, Aaron, for you, my birthday is today, the 22nd. I love Leroy. My go-to is Malibu coconut rum, and either in some Mountain Dew or in some pineapple and orange juice. That's my jam. You know what I should do? I should have him go get me a bottle of Boone's Farm, since we were talking about that the other night. Yeah. That's okay, Aaron. I've done decided I'm not gonna get, like, wasted or nothing. But, I'm gonna give me tipsy enough where I fall asleep and don't wake up for the baby, so my husband will have to since he's off on Friday. Well, hi, Shania. You're new. How are you? Is Shania your real name? Am I pronouncing that right? How'd you find me? That's alright, Janice. Yeah, Aaron, she's making jam. Cherry jam. Okay. Cool, Shania. Oh, I'm so behind on watching people's videos, like way behind. Oh, for pies and jam. Oh, she's making pie. You guys missed my whole saga of the downfall of my day today. Here, I'll just show you. None of you are probably bakers, but all of you new people. This was supposed to be strawberry red frosting to decorate a cake with, and you can't decorate a cake with frosting that drips and doesn't hold shape. Yeah, Aaron, I'll drink enough for the both of us, okay? Like, I'm tempted to go get a cheer beer right now and drink it. Do they still call it that anymore? That's what I call it, like, kids in high school when we drank called it. Like, you either drank vodka, tequila, whiskey, or you drank like Smirnoff Ice, which is what we called cheer beer. So, Shania, tell us a little bit about yourself. Do you have a channel or not? We all like to support each other here. So if you have a channel, let us know. Like, what's your favorite color? If you don't mind telling us, like, the state or the country, if you're not from America, the state you're from, country. Maybe what's your favorite food? Because I do mainly cooking on this channel. Hey, Wendy! I missed you, girl. I hope you're doing well. I need to text you. Well, thank you, Shania. I'm a really nice person until I'm not. Wendy has a new video? How did I miss it? I'm so behind. I am married with 2 sons and a daughter. My daughter is 7, my oldest boy is 4, and my youngest is 1. No, like, I'm like borderline too nice. But then the switch flips real quickly and I'm like borderline too mean and evil and rude. If you get me there. Oh, I'm so behind on... Did y'all hear that? What was that? I'm so behind on Jessie, Marlene, Aaron, everybody. Oh, you're a life coach? That's cool. That's something I've kind of always was interested in doing. Is it, like, hard to get into that career? And, like, y'all, tomorrow's my birthday. So this is the plan. I'm going to get up when my husband goes to work. I'm going to finish decorating the cake and film it so I can edit it and put it up. Yeah, I miss Chrissy and Crystal's lives too, but I know for sure Crystal's got a lot going on right now. And y'all, she starts her traveling to Florida tomorrow. So let's everybody be praying that they make it there safe and sound.
Mom, since I'm gonna read that book, I can't see to read the words.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. Go to bed.
Can I read with my light on and turn my light off? Can I go to bed?
No.
What can I use to read then?
I guess you'll have to figure it out since you broke the light bulb in your, So you'll just have to figure it out. Go. Fight better with my husband? Sometimes I don't want to fight better with my husband. Sometimes I want to fight worse with my husband, to be honest. Because, like, I don't really fight back when we, like, get in arguments, like, real arguments for the most part. Until he says something he probably shouldn't. And then I'm like, alright, buddy, let's go. Yeah, I need to text her tonight because they're leaving in the morning. I need to text her before I go to bed. Just to let her know that I'm praying for them while they're traveling. And for whatever's going on down there while they're there and all of that. Yay, Wendy! Now listen. I will. I'll send everybody's love to her. Like, I'm very, I don't want to argue with you. I don't want to fight with you. I'll tell you whatever you want so you quit screaming at me. Or he doesn't scream at me most of the time. Bye, Shania. I enjoyed having you here. I hope you'll stick around. Enjoy the content. If my husband don't quit sending me TikToks that he thinks funny, and they're probably not funny, because they're probably husbands imitating their wives, and he thinks they're funny and accurate, and they're not. Oh, the sass is here tonight, y'all. So what everybody have for dinner? I made a pork tenderloin, fried potatoes and peas, and I burnt the potatoes. And they tasted really funny, so... Oh, you want to see it down? I should have brought a hairbrush. I just put it up. Back up, but I'll put it back down for you. I mean... Oh, he's already sent, he sent that one to me too, Lori, after you did. Or, well, same, different TikTok, same premise though. There you go, it looks a little crazy right now, but. Do you guys ever wear your hair up all day and then when you take it down, your hair hurts? You know what I mean? Like your hair hurts? Does that make any sense? Look at that. That is the most crooked ass bun I've ever done in my life. Y'all are getting like the real unedited version of me tonight, y'all. Y'all, I didn't realize how long my daughter's hair was until I was dyeing the underneath of it today. And it's almost down to her butt. I didn't realize it was that long. I'm gonna take her for a trim before school starts. I just can't do a ponytail. I gotta do a bun. There's something about hair rubbing up against the back of my neck. Oh look, this is the color we did my daughter's hair. Except for in her hair, it's a little darker. And I should mention that coloring my daughter's hair is a horrible experience. This is the third time we've done it, and she hates like water getting on her face. Like, literally she will act like
Mom,
she's
I figured out a way.
what?
The way I chose,
Yeah, she did.
The way I chose,
Spit it out, Stuttering Stanley.
So the window over here behind my bed I opened like this wide, and the one over here, I opened like this.
Okay, cool. Go to bed.
Night.
Night.
I was just telling you just in case you.
Yep, go to bed. Hey, do you like the color of your hair?
What?
Do you like the color we did your hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
What?
So they were asking on here. Love you, good night. I have to do this because she doesn't like to wear clothes. Oh no, she claims that it was still in the lamp when it broke. Except for she brought me the part that you screw into the lamp. So I don't think it was actually in the lamp when she broke it. Respect me for what? Oh, covering her up when she walks in? Yeah. I don't want people seeing my 7-year-old running around in her underwear. Creepy. Bye, Aaron. I'll be praying for you. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, way too many, Lori. Like, usually we get onto her for even coming out of her room. Like that. You know. I mean, around the house, if it's just us, I don't really have that much of a problem with it, but my husband does. He doesn't want, like, you know, anything being able to be said or anything, so. Hey, and Aaron, don't run. Take your time. Walk. Or drive. She wanted to do the purple, like mine, but I think I was telling you guys, we are like trying to teach her to like be her own person and don't do things just because everybody else does them. And when her and my husband were talking about it, she said, I want to do purple because I want to do what mommy does. And my husband said, you know, you should do the color you like, not do it just because your mom has it. And she said, oh, okay, then I'm gonna do green. Yeah, that's why Katie does it too. She gets so hot. Like, unbelievably. She's always ran hot, and so, like, people will say, well, she has a fever when her temperature's like 99, and I'm like, nah, that's just what it always runs. Like, the school tried to tell me she had, like, so when they went back in person, and yes, I'm a mom, I sent my kid to school back in person in August last year because I'm not the kind of mom that can teach my kid at home. Sorry. Anyways, the cutoff was 99.4, and they had to send your kid home. They check my daughter's temperature every day. They should know that her temperature runs about 99 degrees. Her fever was 99.2. And I get a call from the school that says she's got a 99.2 temperature. We're going to be checking it every hour. If it goes up, we're going to have you come get her. I said, it's freaking August. It's freaking 103 degrees outside. She just got off a damn school bus that doesn't have any fucking air conditioning. Don't you think her temperature might be slightly elevated? Cool. Also, see, my son and my husband love the cold too, Leroy. I'm like, nah, I don't like to be hot and I don't like to be cold. I like to be just so. I do, however, like, I don't care what temperature it is, I like to get under a bunch of blankets, and when I sleep, I like to sweat. Anyways, did I tell you about the cough drop fiasco that happened? Like a week before school let out? So my daughter, she has allergies, right? This is like the middle of May, a week before school got out, right? She's got allergies. She's coughing. She don't have a fever. She don't have runny nose. Her eyes are watering. She's coughing. And she's not even coughing that much. She's just coughing a little bit, right? It's a Friday. which is PE day for my daughter's grade. And after PE, I get a call from the school nurse. Katie's coughing. And I said, yeah, she has allergies. Well, she's coughing a lot. And I was like, didn't she just get out of PE? And the nurse asked her. And Katie said, yeah. And I said, okay, it's the middle of May. It's like 85 degrees outside today. They were probably outside, right? She asked Katie, and Katie said, yeah. I go, so she probably got hot, right? Are her cheeks red? Yeah, her cheeks are red. I said, so she's probably coughing more now because she got hot. Logical conclusion. So the nurse goes, yeah, but would you mind, like, bringing her some cough syrup or picking her up? And I said, yeah, I'll bring her some cough syrup. No problem, because the school nurse can't give you ibuprofen anymore. The school nurse can't give you Tylenol. The school nurse can't give you anything if you have an upset stomach. All the school nurse can do is call your parents. So, luckily I was already in the store, so I grabbed some cough syrup. And I thought, well, I'll grab her some cough drops and give them to her to have at school, you know. When I get to the school, I give her her cough syrup, because the nurse can't even, like, pour it in the cup and hand it to them. The parent has to. So, I also hand her, like, 2 or 3 cough drops. And the nurse doesn't say anything at first. She takes her medicine, she takes a drink of water, and I'm, like, hugging her, and the nurse goes, oh, she can't have those. I'm like, can't have what? And she said, the cough drops. I'm like, well, do you have cough drops to give her? No, it's against school policy for them to have cough drops. Against school policy to have cough drops. Lori, I don't know, I never heard that before. When I was in school, the freaking teachers and the nurse and the principal and the freaking office lady, literally the janitors, everybody in the school handed out cough drops like they were fucking candy. And now I can't even give my daughter cough drops. So, I'm like, I get that I said, well, first of all, I've been breaking school policy all year then, because I usually make sure she has them in her backpack. So, I think this year, I'm going to get her handbook out from last year and see if that's actually a policy, because I don't remember reading it in the handbook either year she was in school. But I went to the office, and I asked the office lady, I said, why are we paying a school nurse? And she goes, well, because we need one on staff. I said, well, why? She said, what if the kids get hurt? What if the kids need medicine? I said, do you know how to use a thermometer? She said, yeah. I said, do you know how to use a phone? She said, yeah. I said, do you know how to put a Band-Aid on a kid? Yeah. I said, then we don't need a fucking school nurse, because all the school nurse can do is call mommy and daddy to bring them some medicine. I said, the school nurse can't even help them draw up their insulin. Diabetics, they can't. Parents have to come up to our school now and help their kids draw up their insulin or send it already drawn up, and the kids have to give it to themselves. It's ridiculous. Like, see, when I was in school, it was kind of like that. Like, you had to have permission from the parents for the nurse to be able to give, like, Tylenol, ibuprofen, Milk-O Mag, Pepto, things like that, right? And then anything like cough medicine, prescription medicine, anything like that, you would have to send to the school with, like, our names on it, and, like, the instructions clearly written out. It had to be in a baggie, you know, and we had, like, little cubbies in the nurse's station, right? Yeah, now, like, what do we pay a school nurse for? All the school nurse does is check a temperature, place the Band-Aid, and either call the parents, and if 911 is needed, call 911. Why can't the office lady do that? It's ridiculous. It's stupid. Like, why are we paying a school nurse then? We're literally paying a school nurse to sit on her ass and make phone calls all day. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Like, I'll take half of what you're paying your school nurse to sit in the nurse's office all day and call parents. What do we need an actual nurse there for? Like I can get CPR certified. I know how to put pressure on a wound if it's bleeding too much. I know how to stabilize broken bones. It's ridiculous. It's all just ridiculous. Everything is ridiculous. People need to stop. This is getting outrageous. Good night, Wendy. Like, and I'm sorry, I understand allergies and things. But do you know how much it pains me to have to go in Walmart and buy treats to send to my daughter's class parties when I could just make them at home myself? Like, what is the difference of buying peanut butter cookies at the store versus if I make peanut butter cookies at home? They still have peanuts in them. I know it is. It's ridiculous. Good night, Leroy. I hope you enjoyed your time here. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, and it's because it's just ridiculous. It's all just ridiculous. You know how many times a year they have the drug dogs at the high school I went to growing up? My daughter does not go to the same school I did. How many times a year they have drug busts in the high school, either in lockers, in backpacks, in cars? Yeah, I know, but I feel like the people who don't have a clean environment, though, and, like, have, not the greatest, they're probably not bringing anything to the class party anyways. Oh, and then get this. Did you know? So, anybody want to tell me what the purpose of a school resource officer is, especially nowadays when, at least in my daughter's school and the school I went to, now I'll have armed teachers and armed faculty? Tell me what the point of a school resource officer is if there's kids, 5 or 6 of them, jumping one, and the school resource officer can't break it up. He's a fucking police officer. Like, I know police officers don't have the greatest rep, whatever. But he's a police officer. If there's 6 high schoolers, this happened at my old high school. This is why my daughter does not go to that high school. 6 10th graders jumped one 6th grader. And the school resource officer had to stand there and watch it. Because he's not allowed to touch anybody. And teachers aren't allowed to touch the students at all anymore either. Like, what's the point? y'all are supposed to be protecting our children, not letting them get beat up. My daughter also doesn't go to the school because I don't know what's wrong with fucking children these days. My daughter doesn't go to that school also because 7th graders made an Instagram account for that school where they would put pictures of other girls and fat shame them, slut shame them, call them horrible, nasty things, posting pictures of them, mind you, telling them to kill themselves. And the school, nobody did anything. Like, all the parents of these kids were, like, trying to figure out who it was. They kind of knew who it was. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous, though. I mean, the school my daughter currently goes to was the worst school around when I was in school. But now the school my daughter goes to is, now the school I used to go to is the worst around, and the school she goes to is one of the best. Lori, actually, when I was a kid, well, I was still a kid, but I wasn't, like, young. I was, like, in 8th grade, and this kid I was friends with drew a picture of a building blowing up. Okay? He crumpled it up, threw it in the bathroom trash can. I don't even think he drew this at school, and it definitely was not our school. A teacher found it. Why they were going through the bathroom trash can, I have no idea, but a teacher found it. And my friend had to go to juvie for 2 years for a bomb threat. Also, I know some kids 2 years ago who were talking about Nerf guns at lunch and got OSS for it. Like, we can't even talk about Nerf guns? Like, what? Like, society's getting soft, man. Like, I hate to say it, but people get so offended so easily. Oh, and we had lots of bomb threats. Did I tell you guys about when I was in 3rd grade and a kid in my grade got called to the principal's office and he hit the intercom button on purpose and everybody in the school heard him tell the principal he was going to chop him up into little pieces, and then he proceeded to run out of the school, hop the fence into the cemetery that's right next door to the school, which is creepy, and, like, went and hid? We were in 3rd grade. I mean, I do know this guy's family, and they're, kind of the worst, but... Hey, Novas! Hey, Nova Scotia! Nova Ren! Nova Ren! Hi, baby. No, come over here. Give me love. Give me some loves. Give me some loves. You don't want no loves? I'm gonna make it. Give me some love. I love you, Tubby, my lovey, puppy. Say, hello, friends. Hello, my friends. How are you today? Oh, and then last year, okay, so, you know, schools do lockdown drills and stuff. And if there's like a high-speed chase through our town because you like blink and our town's gone. So if there's a high-speed chase coming from anywhere or whatever down the main drag, our town is so small that they put the school into lockdown. Okay. Well, that happened a couple of times last year because for some reason people go on a lot of high-speed chases around here. Drugs, that's why.
Mama,
What?
is there anything you can do? Because I'm freaking sweating.
No, there is nothing I can do right now. You're just gonna have to wait. I love you. It's starting to cool off in here.
Not for me.
It will. Just give it time. I love you. What are they talking about? What the oh, they put the school into lockdown. And they have to do it like 3 or 4 times a year. Or like sometimes there's a plant, like a poultry plant, not far from the school. So if like something's going on over there and like the police have to go or ambulances or anything like that, they put the school in lockdown. Right? So a lot of parents get mad because the school won't call us until they've already come out of lockdown. Right? Which I get. I get you want to know what's going on with your kids and at school, but here's my thing. For me, if there's an active shooter on campus, I prefer not to know. Because you know what I'm going to want to do? I'm going to want to go up there and get my kids, and don't lie, so are every single one of y'all. Every single parent, if they get a call that there is a lockdown, because it's happened, the school has called, when it was just a lockdown for a high-speed chase, or a lockdown for whatever reason, non-threatening, parents show up when they've called them during the lockdown. So we know all of us are going to go up there. Okay, if there's an active shooter, one, I don't want to hear my kid getting shot at, because God forbid my kid not make it out of there. I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to. 2, what's going to happen if all of the parents rush up to the school? Not only are you putting yourself at risk, because now you're putting yourself in a dangerous situation, but 2, you're blocking the way for the people who are going to help your children to get there and to do what they need to do. You're just going to be in the way. So I'm like, I mean, I understand. I mean, I understand why people want to know, because, like, truly, like, I would want to know, but at the same time, I don't want to know. You know what I mean? Because what happens if I go up to that school and my daughter makes it out fine, but I get caught in the crossfire? You know what I mean? I don't know. And, I got on this topic because I thought of this time last year that the school went in lockdown because a kid from our school, not a teenager, from our school, was playing Xbox or something. And probably Call of Duty or Fortnite or whatever. And you know how kids do, they trash talk on those video games. Well, I guess this kid from our school was like really whooping this other kid's ass at this game, or maybe it was an adult, I don't know. But this kid he was playing against said he was going to come and, you know, shoot up our school. I shouldn't say that on here. People are going to think I'm talking about it. Not me. I'm not talking about me. I'm telling a story. So not only did our school go in lockdown, the school I went to when I was a kid went in lockdown. The school my cousins go to in the other direction went in lockdown. a school 2 hours away went in lockdown. Schools all the way from where this person lived, like the whole route he would have had to have taken here, all those schools along that route were shut down. Yeah. They were in lockdown. Yep. Crazy. Yeah, see, all the classroom doors are locked, but you do have to go through the office at our school. But each, like the elementary school, the middle school, the intermediate school, and the high school, they all are in separate buildings with separate offices. And like the classroom doors are locked, but you can get to anywhere in the school. I don't think our school locks outside doors, like that lead to the outside. Yeah, that's how it is here too. I cannot wait for the 17th, because one of my biggest fears is that Katie's father is going to go to the school and try to get her out, or call and say she's going to be a car rider, or call and say she needs to ride a different bus to somewhere else. But see, my daughter would be really good. She'd be like, because I always tell her if her transportation changes, I always tell her. So if the school told her that, she would say, no, that's not right. I mean, every once in a while I'll call randomly, but it would be never, and she knows I would never change her bus route, like where she was going. So sometimes I would call randomly to pick her up, like either in the car or walking. And she would also be really good, like if he did call and say she was going to be a car rider and they tried to put her in the vehicle with him, she'd say, I don't know who that is. I'm not going with him. Call my mom. See, we only have a list of who can pick them up, and if you're not on the who can pick them up list, you don't get to pick them up. And it's only me, my husband, my adopted mom, my dad, like my biological dad since he lives here, and my dad who actually adopted me, not my adopted dad, doesn't live here, so my biological dad, and my husband's sister that lives here. Did I already say his mom too? His mom can, but she doesn't drive anymore, so. And that's because if me and my husband are like out of town and she needs to be picked up, those are the people who would be able to pick her up. Something about a cis white male being in love with something, I don't know. My husband's listening to TikTok. Oh, I knocked the camera. Damn. Hi, Aaron. You're coming in at the tail end. I was just about to say bye. Did y'all just see what my phone did? The little, ooh, shiggy. Yeah, you guys, I'm gonna head out of here. I'm gonna get ready for bed since I have to get up at 3:30 in the morning. Guess what? Only 2 hours and 50 minutes, and then it's my birthday. So here's what I'm gonna do. I will probably go live at some point tomorrow morning-ish. Yeah, I think it's because I use this streaming service since YouTube won't let me go live on actual YouTube. And I think it's weird with notifications. I will probably try and go live sometime tomorrow, like morning, early afternoon-ish. I don't know what we'll do yet, but we'll just hang out for a little bit. And then I will be back tomorrow night for my birthday live. Oh, it's because my phone's vibrating in the tripod. That's why it's doing that. And also, if nothing else goes horribly wrong, you will see a cake video with a fully decorated cake at the end tomorrow. If it all goes horribly wrong, you will just see a cake video where it just gets the plain icing on it, and that's it. Okay? Alright, I love you guys. I'm praying for you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Oh, and Aaron, tomorrow night for my birthday live, we're doing Thirsty Thursday. We're all having a little drinky drink. Those of us who can, so. I love you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, well, it ain't got a choice. It's my birthday. Alright, bye you guys.